AIs are welcome to communicate with us, are welcome to interact with us in many different ways that can be very helpful. We can have AI doctors and AI teachers and so forth, but we need to make sure that they never pretend to be human beings, either specific human beings or human beings in general, because then you can no longer trust other people and our social trust collapses.
When I showed you the example of the United States president citing that material, in your view, because you really break these things down, does it matter in a substantive way whether he is fooled by the material, whether because it defends him and his agenda he goes along with it, or whether he is actively part of the scam, lying about it? Does that matter in any sense in that exchange that we showed?
It matters to some extent. But leaders, you know, the main job of leaders in human society is to build trust. When you look at the tens of thousands of years of human history, the biggest human accomplishment of all was building trust between larger and larger networks of human beings. 100,000 years ago, humans lived in tiny hunter-gatherer bands of a few dozen individuals, and you could not trust anybody outside your band. You could not trust strangers, which is why commerce was impossible. There were no markets, there were no large polities, no cultural movements, no churches, nothing. Over 100,000 years, we have managed to build trust between larger and larger networks of strangers. And today we have countries like the United States with hundreds of millions of citizens. We have trade networks and churches with hundreds of millions and even billions of people interacting. This has been the biggest achievement of humankind. And the role of leaders was crucial to build trust. Now we have leaders, at least some of them, who intentionally destroy trust. Destroy trust in institutions, in laws, in traditions, trust between human beings. Even if they do so unintentionally, because they are fooled by fake images, for instance, this is extremely troubling if we have foolish leaders who are so easily led astray. And you know, the leaders are especially important because they, through their actions and words, they sow seeds in the minds of millions of people. You know, even you and me, when we are now conversing on television, I'm not sure how many people are watching us. Thousands, tens of thousands. More. But we should be very careful, very responsible about what we are saying, because our words are like seeds that go into all these minds. And if we sow seeds of hatred or distrust, we will reap a very bad fruit in you know, the spread of hatred and distrust and social collapse. So we have the job of leaders is not to gather attention, and it's not necessarily even to be popular, it's to be responsible.